Welcome to all. And first of all, thank you so much to Žižkovšiška, to the crew here, and to Gordon for opening their space to us and to let us organize this evening. We're starting a little bit early, and we'll probably fill up as the evening progresses. This is mainly because we are organizing this event together with our friends in Hatay, in southern Turkey, in mind, especially the ones at the Hatay Earthquake Solidarity Association in Samandag. They are 2 hours away, ahead of us. They're gathered right now at their association space, and they are watching the live stream of this evening that is on YouTube. I'm assuming they're watching us right now, so let's give them applause. Let's say hi to them. Thank you very much. Yeah, all proceeds from tonight will be going directly to the association, the Hatay Earthquake Solidarity Association, and used in order to renovate the new space for local youth there and other activities of the organization. Asude, who is the co-founder of Hatay, she is currently there. She can't be with us right now. She is working on renovating and redecorating a space for them down there. As most of everyone in this room likely knows, we are now marking 2 years since the devastating earthquake that hit northern Syria and southern Turkey, affecting an area approximated the size of Germany. The confirmed death toll is slightly over 50,000. The real death toll is likely much higher and will never be known. With a lack of resources and support, and in a hyper-politicized climate, many have been left to organize themselves after disaster, and the work they have done is remarkable. Communities have mobilized into various initiatives to care for one another, to provide not only food, shelter, and healthcare, but also to fight against ensuing environmental disaster and fight for culture and for people's souls in the wake of the destruction. Initiative Haidem was born out of this, out of Asude and I's travels to the affected areas, visiting people, collecting testimonies. Haidem seeks to bridge the divide between our local communities here, diasporas here and elsewhere, as well as communities and initiatives there at home, whether that be Hatay or Turkey in general or elsewhere in the world. Haidem is committed to a long-term recovery, to mutual aid, and to creating spaces for meaningful action, above all to connecting people. Having visited the area twice and spoken with those affected, asked them what the world could do to support them. Most people answered the same. They don't want charity. Most of all, they want us to know. If possible, to come and see for yourself. If not, at least listen, learn, be aware, be in solidarity, create the connections, build the relationships. Without delaying any further, I welcome Başak and Laura to the stage. Başak will answer any questions you may have, and we'll leave Laura to introduce her properly. Listen and learn, and then enjoy the music. Thank you.
So thank you, Sindre, for welcoming us, and thank you again to all of you coming and joining us here for the Q&A. And I'm honored to introduce you Başak, the main figure of today's Q&A. And we are very, as Haidem, we are very fortunate to have her here tonight with us, as she will shed light on her experience as a first-hand volunteer rescuer in Hatay in the aftermath of the February 6th earthquakes. And we were gonna talk together about the complexity, the intensity of the work as a search and rescuer, about how it was to be in the field on site, but hopefully also about Başak will share some stories of hope and resilience amidst the destruction and devastation. Bear with us. It's going to be disturbing as the topic and situation is. And with that being said, I would like to have a bit like a small trigger warning. We're going to show there's a presentation behind us showing photos that Başak took, and then the other half of the photos is taken by Sindre, and some of them show the level and the scale of the destruction, the rubbles and debris. So if you don't feel comfortable seeing that, please feel free to ask some of Sindre or some of us to give each other mutual aid and support. I'm sure, or for those who did not see Başak's bio on social media, let me also introduce her through bio. So Başak comes from Izmir originally. She's always been passionate about helping those in critical situations. And with a solid background in urban search and rescue training, she has participated in numerous rescue missions. So not only the February 6th earthquake, but that was the first one, right? And she also has an expertise as a translator and interpreter, and she's been working in international teams on ground, serving as a bridge for cooperation on site. And so that links very well with HIDES missions, as Sindre was saying before. And beyond their work as search and rescue, Başak also has a keen interest in photography. And now the essentials, the Q&A, we will have a discussion 30 to 40 minutes first, and then we will give floor to you to ask any questions you want. And don't worry if you will already have a question popping up to your mind while Başak will be talking, and then you feel like you will forget it. Don't worry, you can ask it directly to this QR code, so you can scan it. And also for those who feel like they won't have any question, or they don't feel comfortable asking it like out loud, it's also a good option. And for those who don't want to ask it even through the QR code, you can still see the others' questions, and you can even like them or dislike them. So in theory, I can then see what is the question that feels more urgent to be asked, and I will directly ask her through I will directly ask Başak through the QR code.
Can I also have a disclaimer?
Sure, yeah, go.
I will not mention my organization's name throughout the Q&A session. It's because we don't have yet an official partnership at HIDES, so this is gonna be like pure personal experience. But you can always find me after the QA session and just like ask about my organization or ask some more detailed questions as well. So feel free to.
Yeah. So with that being said, let's give Başak a warm welcome again. And I would like to start a bit more personally, if you are okay with that, and just in general, what inspired you, or what was the motivation behind to become a member and volunteer in urban search and rescue? How did it all started?
Well, it was actually not a very well planned thing in my mind. It started with the wildfire in Turkey in 2021. It also made to the global news, so maybe some of you know or remember that one. I was just laying on my couch, doom scrolling on Instagram, just like looking that I felt helpless, like I cannot do anything on the zone. But then I saw a video of a lady who's actually begging for more people to come on site. So I was like, okay, this is my call, I'm going. That was a crazy idea. I don't know if I should, if I would do it again now, probably not. But at that point I felt right. So I went without no knowledge, nothing. but I met my organization there on site. So this is how it started actually. Like it was for the fires at first, but then the biggest reality of Turkey is earthquakes. So it kind of evolved in that way.
So can you maybe talk a bit more about when you arrived to the site of the earthquake? Like how was it? How was it to be? How was it to be there? How did the operations look like? What hours did you spend on working there? Who was there? With who do you cooperated?
Well, we learned about the earthquake 10 minutes after that it happened. And because it was like affected 11 provinces, cities, we first got the news as an earthquake happened in Kayseri, which is far away from the actual zone. And then someone else texted, no, it's Malatya, no, it's Hatay, no, it's Marash, and we were like, what's going on? Because it's, you cannot imagine, it's like nobody ever thought about this would actually happen in reality. Even going there was a huge struggle, but we were one of the first ones that arrived on site in Antakya. And, well, imagine a place that is bombed several times. I don't want to compare at all, but it kind of gave the Gaza look to us, because there wasn't a single building that is actually holding. Everything was destructed. It was a silence, but you could hear the voices as well. So the whole 13 days that I spent there was, unfortunately unforgettable. But we did what we needed to do. I'm not sure if I gave the expected answer the question.
Feel free to say what you have on mind. Maybe if you can expand a bit more on
sure.
Like how did the locals also took you there, and where was the state there at that point, if there was any, and and the rescue operations, you also work with dogs, right? So you can also talk about that one.
Like maybe I can get from the very start chronologically.
Yeah, sure.
Like I sometimes lose the time concept about the things that I'm talking about. The first night was actually the hardest, I guess, because when we arrived in Antakya, there was no one. And in terms of no one, I'm talking about the officials, soldiers, any other rescue teams. So we were only 8 people, because our other teammates also had a crash on the road, which were also carrying the equipment we had. So we started from the very beginning, like like most of you probably know a survival game app on your phones. It actually started like that. We had nothing at first, and like we just had a fire. Then we started getting things slowly because of the crash that our friends had, that we didn't even know they had for a very long time, because you have no connection, no internet, nothing works. You don't even have lights. So all you have is your radio. And on the first night, it was like I think it was one of the most devastated moments that I felt, like most helpless that I felt, because now when I say about it, maybe it's not like you cannot imagine in your mind. It's okay, but think of a very weird silence in the middle of the night with all the debris you have, around you, and we rescued a couple, an old couple, and we had to walk for an hour to find an ambulance to get them to, because all the lines are gone. Even if you can have like a connection to call, they're like, okay, we're sending, but we waited for 3.5 hours when we called them first for the ambulance. 3.5 hours, as I remember, maybe longer. And we actually had to keep one of the survivors in the debris because we didn't have the ambulance. Because if we take him out, it's February, it's cold, and it was raining all the time, so we were all soaked wet already. So we were just walking with my friend to find an ambulance, and you gotta walk very slowly and silently, because if the people under the debris who are alive at that moment hear your shoes, they start screaming at you. It was the scale of the disaster. Like, we can blame everyone. We know who to blame. But this is the reality that is not really told. And as the time passes, it gets, it fades away from people's minds. But we need to keep it alive, because this is what happened to the citizens of that region.
Yeah, we need to keep talking about it.
Yeah.
And thank you all for sharing these stories. That
I mean, I don't want to be too disturbing. I'm so sorry about it. But it is what it is, and sometimes we need to just see the harsh reality to actually absorb what happened there.
You're pointing to a serious absence of the state, but also absence of, I would say, like preparation for the,
of course,
and also aftercare.
Mm-hmm.
So let's maybe get to this question of you mentioned the scale of destruction. So how this scale of destruction could have been prevented, according to you. But also, because you were on site, so not maybe from the point of view of the preparations before, but on the rescue site, the aftercare, and the people that were supposed to be there but were not there, and you as rescuers took their place.
I don't know why they didn't, because this is how it happens in Turkey. If a disaster happens, military arrives there first. And because, in Hatay, for example, the military bases are mostly built very good condition, so they don't get very distracted. But we didn't have that aid. And we also had the main roads, highways blocked from the very western side, from Konya, for those who know. The main canal, the main highway that links all of the cities on the southern part of Turkey was just blocked for hours, and then, as I heard, for days. So this is the you can actually be prepared for these kind of things. I'm not even talking about we should build our houses according to the field that we're living in. This is very obvious, so we don't need to even talk about it, because Japan has these kind of earthquakes every day and nothing happens there. Why nothing happens there? Because they're built accordingly, and this is state's problem. But for the for the other ways, I mean, it was also maybe because all the main roads were also destroyed going there, both because of the fault line or the debris that went onto the road, so you cannot actually just like access anywhere.
Maybe now you can, maybe now we can show some of the photos, and if you wanna show us the scale of destruction.
Well, so I don't want to go into the very like search and rescue training part kind of thing, but normally you expect there are like a few different types of collapses, and you expect only one or tops two types of collapses in an earthquake. In Hatay, we've seen everything, every like 4 or 5 types of collapses, which is again unbelievable. On the left picture, you may actually not see, but there are like very small, like yes, exactly there. Those were actually one full floors, like here. So like all of the and that's actually 3rd or 4th floor. Wait, yeah, 3rd floor. So like until 3rd floor, 4th floor, it's all gone. So you can actually just like see the from the 4th, 5th floor on this picture, and every building was in this situation if they're not completely destroyed. We can skip the other one maybe. One more. This one, yeah. I took this picture on top of an excavator on my last day in Antakya. And this is actually one street. But you can see the scale of the distraction here. This street also goes, like, continues for hundreds of meters. It's actually a very big, almost like a boulevard kind of place. But everything was gone. And yeah, that was...
You already mentioned that the moment you felt the most helpless, right? What was the coping mechanisms you learned to be able to face these kind of like emotionally really loaded moments while digging and rescuing people?
Yeah, I think you just go into a freeze situation. Some of us can't take it and they leave, or they go back to the base camp and just help there. For me, I was always like this. I get into a freeze mode, do the thing, and when I leave the place, then I feel like, what happened? So that was probably my coping mechanism, but it's still like, of course, we have this mandatory therapy sessions that we take after working there. But you know, there are many stories that's going on. Like, everything is traumatic there. Even security was a problem because of the looters, for example. And we actually were guided by the special forces to everywhere we went, because we didn't have any, like, we didn't feel safe in the region, not because of the people of Hatay, obviously, but because of the looters that were coming out of town and some other cities. But you know, when you feel helpless, you just need to remind yourself that time is precious, and you cannot let go at that moment, because you need to work. Because the main goal for a search and rescue volunteer is to reach maximum amount of people alive in the minimum time.
How many people, if you can share this with us, how many people did your organization or the people you were there with were able to rescue?
If I'm not mistaken, I remembered around like 550 people. But we were not only in Hatay, we were in all different places. Like my team and just like my friends were in Hatay for there. But we started as a small group, because we had to divide everyone to different cities. It's not just Hatay. but we ended up becoming 150 people, because like civilians were hearing that we were good on site, so they were just like coming to apply. They want to volunteer for us, so we took them also to the site as well. And
you were slowly getting to the positive side of it, the great
I can go like down and up a little. I'm trying to
that was like, I meant it in a nice way, that maybe we can now get to the big amount of solidarity that that was also like, we saw the absence of state, but we also saw the solidarity of the internationals too, and you worked in an international team, so maybe if you want to describe a bit, how was it, how many international volunteers were there, and you worked as a translator, right? So,
well, around 90 countries, more than 90 countries sent their volunteers on site, which is, amazing, having help from that many people. But the problem is the coordination of those people, which was, again, we had a lack of that, because some of the international teams were actually like waiting in different airports for 3-4 days, where they could be on site, which would change a lot. So we need to remind ourselves about how the preventive planning is the most important part in this. Well, we worked with a Hungary team, the Netherlands, K9 teams. I was mostly with the South Korea and Dutch K9 teams, actually. I was being their interpreter on site. I was their team leader as well, as a local and the search and rescue volunteer. And we worked on with like around a week. And it just uplifts your morale in a very good way, because you're tired, you're cold, but then you see these people that has nothing to do with your country at all are there to help. And they're not like, not all of them are, I don't want to say professionals, but this is not their work. My Dutch team had a hairdresser, florists, and everyone, and they're coming there for you, and their only aim is to uplift the situation a little bit, which motivated me a lot, because after 1 week it was slowly demoralizing, because of the fake calls we had, that there is like they hear a sound, like they want us to go there, but the call turns out to be a fake one. These are kind of demoralizing you, and like hearing the international teams are also here to help, and now I have my own specialty to work with on site. It was actually very nice, and we kept our contact later, and we're officially partners with them right now, with the Dutch organizations. So it was a good collaboration for both of us, I guess.
And I'm interested in, like you mentioned, that they were not professionals, right? So what kind of skills does a rescue have to have, or are good to have when you are going to the field like this?
Well, physically, physically you don't need anything, actually. Like, you don't have to be the fit, build-up person, because you don't have to be on site. Like, being on site doesn't apply for everyone, because the main part, the most important part, the brain of the operation is actually going on in the base camp. And base camp is your home, and it is the most important thing that happens during your operations. Because when you're on site, like, I slept in body bags on site to keep myself warm. So going back to your home actually clears your mind and thought, that you recharge, which is the most important thing to keep going and keep pushing your situation. So you don't have to have a specific, skill. You can be a volunteer, you can work in the base camp as well. Or maybe you're gonna go on site as a very built up person, but you feel like, I cannot do this. And at that point, no one's gonna force you. They're gonna take you back to base camp and you can just be useful there. So we don't, the only thing we're looking for is to leave your egos behind. Because this is a teamwork. It's like the colony of ants. You cannot lift or do anything as single ant, but if you're with your colony, you can even become a raft and just flow in the water. So this is the only thing.
Cool. Then maybe with that being said, that every one of us could actually become a volunteer if you want, and I encourage all of us to do that. We can get to some of your questions.
Well, in that context also, not just for don't think it about urban search and rescue, because even in Europe it started to change, things started to change a bit because of the climate change itself. We have floods, we have wildfires more than the history that we had. So you can also keep that in mind. It's just not about Turkey and about earthquakes, but also in Europe and other parts of the globe, we're gonna probably need it.
Yeah, I agree. And, thank you again for sharing all of your experiences and stories. And so, do we have a?
I have a question. You mentioned earlier something about fake calls that you got about someone being trapped here, and then you go out there and there's no one. Can you explain a bit more about that?
Yeah. Well, after the 4th, 5th day, we unfortunately started having fake calls that are made by either looters. We didn't personally experience this, but we have a very, another organization unfortunately went through this. The looters call you, you go on site, they knife your tires, they beat you up, steal all your equipment, and they vanish. Because the equipment are very expensive and they're very valuable. So this is one of the fake calls that people received. And for us, it was unfortunately a hopeless, helpless moment, because they, the relatives of the lost, knew that no one's gonna come to take the corpses, the bodies out, unless they call and say that we hear a voice. But for us, it was alive, living people are more important than, unfortunately, the deceased. So if you have time, you gotta look for the living. This is the mindset. And incredibly, we even found a living person on the 13th day with the Dutch K9 team. The day before they left, on their last day, the dog had a smell. They went in, and it was a girl, a small child, but we saved on the 13th day. So you cannot go for the dead, unfortunately, because you're tired. Also, you need to keep your physical energy for the living. So I think that's why we had the fake calls. It is also understandable. I cannot say anything, because anything the relative of the victim of the disaster does, they're right. This is how we are trained. They're always right, so you cannot do anything. But we somehow created a 4-level, 4-step hotline. So we had one of us had the first call, we hear something like a voice, and the other friend calls the same number, claiming that she is from another organization, and we're just like cross-checking, asking the same questions if we're gonna get the same answers. Then from the fourth one, if we actually have like a stable answer from the person, we send a motocross volunteer of ours to actually check the place, the location, and then we were sending the team, because like 1 kilometer took 4 hours to go. You cannot send 10 people for a fake call and then wait for them to come back, or like back and forth. But it actually slowed things too, because you need to double check. But it kills time. So that was the situation. You're welcome.
It's great that we actually have 2 questions that are asking about what you've mentioned too, that there was the dog smelled the survivor you found the 13th day.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a question asking if you can elaborate on the cooperation with the dogs. How did they help in the rescue operations? If they could smell survivors under the ruins? And another questions saying the same or asking about a similar, asking also whose dogs they were or where did you get those dogs?
The dogs were like the canine Dutch team's dogs. They have a roof organization called SRO. So there are like many organizations under one roof. And we had 18 dogs and 30 volunteers coming with them. That is the most precious thing. Dogs are the most important aid you can get in this disaster zone, because there are no technologies that is as accurate as a canine dog smells. So, like, we had thermal cameras. They don't do anything. Because like thermal cameras can actually detect the heat under the concrete, but it can be anything. It can also be a car. We found 2 huge bottles of pickles.
Wow.
You can laugh. You can laugh. It was disturbing but funny. Because of the fermentation, it actually releases a heat. And as there are like 2 big bottles, it was mostly like almost like a child size on the thermal camera. So you're like, okay, we have heat, it's living, we should like go. But it takes hours, and after 6.5 hours, you find 2 bottles of pickles.
Yeah,
which also like drowns your like motivation to,
yeah.
And it's like not reliable. So dogs are the
friends.
angels and the best friends of the situation. But can you repeat the first one? I don't recall.
It's essentially you've answered that.
Oh, okay.
So they smell survivors under the ruins, right? Dogs.
Well, yeah, they're like they can both smell the living and the passed away, but their actions are different.
Yeah.
But yeah, they do find, like, they can actually tell there is someone in this building, dead or alive. This is the most important part.
Did you also use any equipment to recognize sound? Because dog can recognize the smell, right, or the heat. What about sound?
Well, there is like a seismic acoustic hearing device that is also very expensive, and it can also be used for spying others, obviously. So it's not something that you can easily buy from the store. And it is also very important to have this kind of a technology, because when like human ear can hear to a point, but when you use this device, you can actually hear 50 meters down the concrete, and you can hear even a tiny water drop. And if you're trained good enough, you can do the difference that this is a water drop, this is someone knocking or scratching the concrete. We're getting trained for that as well, but we're not professionals. We don't have the gear. So the Hungary team was actually had the best hearing team, which again helped a lot, because we went to a building in Kırıkkent. It's a small province in Hatay, and we rescued around 7 people from there on the second day. And we had this, we called and we listened, we called and we listened. We didn't have the dog either. It was the second day, and then we left because we couldn't hear anything. But then we heard a few days later, another team went to the building that we worked, and they had this gear, and they actually saved more people because they had this equipment with them that we couldn't hear them, but they did, and they saved those people. So it's very important. Yeah.
That could be also related to one of other questions we have here.
Mm-hmm.
How did you know whether buildings were safe when you were going into the rescue operations?
Well, first of all, the rule is that you don't enter to a semi-collapsed building. If it's not completely destroyed, you're not allowed to go in. But South Korea team did, by the way. I want to pay the respect to them. They were mostly like retired soldiers. They were actually old, and they were okay. We're gonna get in anyways. And most of my team members actually did that also off the record, because like as a Turkish person, this is your country, this is your people under the rubble. So at that point you don't really care, but miners helped a lot on that one also, because miners can work real fast and securing the tunnel that they create, because that's what they do. We're using like mostly the same techniques with there are like some specific techniques that you do with wood. You actually create a frame around the tunnel that you're going, so it lifts. You need to know which wood to use, like where to put it, how to lift it, around like what kilometer, like how many. It's a kind of a detailed thing, but yeah, we use wood to secure ourselves in the tunnels, and we follow how the destruction happened, especially if you have like the columns of the building. You should never touch them because they're holding the debris itself. But we had the most help from the miners on this.
So you did collaborate with the locals there. You were well received as a rescue team.
Well, I think the hospitality of especially that region. I've never been to Hatay before. Unfortunately, I really I am sad that I didn't see it before the earthquake happened. But I'm also kind of relieved that I haven't seen it before, because it would probably affect my performance a lot. But the locals were, I mean, they're always, the hospitality is always a thing in Turkey, and they give everything to you. They try to give their last sandwich to you. They try to give their last cigarette to you. They try to, boil some tea to keep you warm, not themselves. And they were always like checking up on us, how we're doing. Like they're bringing wood to our fire that like on site when we're working in the building, and they did everything they could actually. The things that we didn't even think we would get. You don't expect the wounded to help you, but they did everything. So I'm very thankful to the locals as well.
Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
We can have another question from the audience. And we have here, how long did you stay on your own? And how long did it take for the other rescue teams or some official help to actually arrive, if it arrived in those 13 days?
We arrived there in the first day, but I'm living in Izmir in Turkey. So Izmir is the far west coast, and Hatay is on the very southern east part. So it's a long way. And because we had some other issues, we could only just like arrive at night around 11 p.m. We arrived in Antakya from Izmir, and there were a few or I don't want to say organizations because I didn't see any at that point, but we had AFAD, and AFAD was just trying to clear the main roads when we entered the city center in Antakya. But when you go in deep, because like unfortunately we lost one of our teammates' mother, and we just directly went into the neighborhood, like in the very center, Akevler, maybe some of you know.
Can you maybe clarify for our non-Turkish or non-coming from Turkey audience what is AFAD?
Oh yeah, sure. I'm sorry. It is the head governmental organization about emergency aid and disaster management. So they are official governmental employees whose job is to actually like effectively coordinate, first of all prevent, educate, and respond in the emergency situation and deal with the aftermath. And they are the ones who coordinates the voluntary organizations like mine. So they were like trying to clear the path on the main street, but there was nothing in the districts. But it's also like it's a huge area. I remember on the first night I saw an AFAD car parked in the street that we were working in the first night, and I was like, okay, this is good. But then there were some relatives of the wounded like waiting there by the fire, so I asked them, where is the owner of this car, showing the AFAD official vehicle, and they pointed to a completely destroyed building. So I was like, we're alone right now here, so we gotta do what we gotta do. My like, I don't know, I didn't really actually look like who's here, who's not, which organization did I see or not, because you're not focused on that in the very beginning. But we were as I know, like in Akevler, in that district, we were the first ones to arrive at night. And I stayed there until the 13th day. I left with the Dutch K9 team, but my organization actually stayed there until the end of month. We were the last ones who were out of Hatay.
So you were the first ones to come and to
last ones to leave. Yeah. Yes, but that's our mentality. That's how we do it all the time.
We have words of thank you for your hard work from one of the audience questions, and with a question. What is the current situation and what can we do for the people in the area if you are now aware of it?
Well, we don't do humanitarian aid, so I cannot quite follow what is the situation right now. I know that very little done and still a lot to do, but I don't really know like what is the exact needs of those people. We did humanitarian aid just because we have to when we were there, but I don't know about the current situation, actually.
Maybe we can actually learn about that more from the speech of Yonca,
Yeah.
and then also from the connection we will have with Asude and the others in Samanda. If there is no other question, then what did you do with the pickles afterwards? If you eat them, then maybe I want. What did you do with the pickles if you ate them? Then maybe I won't ask any more question unless there is some urgent you want to address now. Or Başak, if you want to have some final note, maybe a positive note on that you want to finish with, some stories of resilience or some moment that made you feel helpful.
Well, every story is a solidarity story, because it's just like the numbers are very important. I'm not talking about the future disasters that is unfortunately gonna happen somewhere in the world. Don't if you don't feel like you cannot be very helpful on site because mentally you may not be able to take it, then I understand. But if you feel like it, being on site is very important and changes a lot, because the more the merrier. We need someone to carry water as well. We need to carry someone who carries the wood to the fire as well. You don't have to be professionals. You don't have to get into the debris itself. Especially if you're not a professional, do not try to save people, because there were some stories like that as well. They went into an insecure way and the building collapsed on them. So we have more people to, rescue. But there is always something that you can do. So I hope it kind of inspires you today to get involved with the search and rescue or the humanitarian aid part. But the disasters are the reality of the world. Not just in Turkey, not in terms of earthquakes, but everywhere with everything. We had a Valencia flood. We're having wildfires in US. So it's good to be educated, and if you feel like it, go volunteer to an organization so you can actually be part of the change.
Thank you for those beautiful ending words. So give applause again to Başak.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you to all for being with us for the Q&A, and now we will continue with our program, which is Anıl and the tones of Bağlama, Saz in Czech, if there is some Czech audience.
talim ettiği yola minnet eyle. İblisin talim ettiği yola minnet eyle. Bir acayip derde düştüm, herkes gider kârına. Bugün buldum, bugün yerim, hak kerimdir yarına. Zerrece tamahım yoktur şu dünyanın varına. Rızkımı veren hüdadır, kula minnet eyle. Rızkımı veren hüdadır, kula minnet eyle. Zerrece tamahım yoktur şu dünyanın varına. Rızkımı veren hüdadır, kula minnet eyle. Rızkımı veren hüdadır, kula minnet eyle. Oy nesimi, can nesimi, ol gani mihman iken. Yarın şafaatlarında Ahmedi muhtar iken. Cümlenin rızkını veren ol gani settar iken. Yeryüzünün halifesi hünkâra minnet eyle. Yeryüzünün halifesi hünkâra minnet eyle. Cümlenin rızkını veren ol gani settar iken. Yeryüzünün halifesi hünkâra minnet eylemem. Yeryüzünün halifesi hünkâra minnet eylemem. Thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming here today for a very good cause. And I'm also very happy to be here with you. I chose some traditional Turkish songs today and hope you will enjoy it. Güzelliğin on par etmez, güzelliğin on par etmez. Bu bendeki aşk olmasa eğlenecek yer bulamaz. Gönlümdeki köşk olmasa. Eğlenecek yer bulamaz. Gönlümdeki köşk olmasa. okurdu, kim yazardı? Kim okurdu, kim yazardı? Bu düğümü kim çözerdi? Koyun kurd ile gezerdi. Fikir başka başka olmasa. Koyun kurd ile gezerdi. Fikir başka başka olmasa. Senden aldım bu feryadı, senden aldım bu feryadı. Bu imiş dünyanın tadı, anılmazdı Veysel adı. O sana aşık olmasa. Anılmazdı Veysel adı, o sana aşık olmasa. Thank you very much. Seviyorum seni, ekmeği tuza banıp yer gibi. Geceleyin ateşler içinde uyanarak ağzımı dayayıp musluğa su içer gibi. Seviyorum seni, ekmeği tuza banıp yer gibi. Geceleyin ateşler içinde uyanarak ağzımı dayayıp musluğa su içer gibi. Ne zaman seni düşünsem bir ceylan su içmeyine, çayırları büyürken görürüm gülüm her sabah her akşam seninle. Yeşil bir zeytin tanesi, bir parça mavi deniz alır beni. Seni düşündükçe gül dikiyorum, ellerinin değdiği yere atlara su veriyorum. Daha bir seviyorum dağları her akşam seninle. Yeşil bir zeytin tanesi, bir parça mavi deniz alır beni. Seviyorum seni, ekmeği tuza banıp yer gibi. Geceleyin ateşler içinde uyanarak Boğazımı dayayıp musluğa su içer gibi. Thank you. Now I will sing Kum Gibi from Ahmet Kaya. If you know, please join me. Martılar ağlardı çöplüklerde, biz seninle gülüşürdük. Martılar ağlardı çöplüklerde, biz seninle gülüşürdük. Şehirlere bombalar yağardı her gece, biz durmadan sevişirdik. Şehirlere bombalar yağardı her gece, biz durmadan sevişirdik. Acımasız olma şimdi bu kadar, dün gibi çekip gitme. Bırak da sarılayım ayaklarına, kum gibi ezip geçme. Acımasız olma şimdi bu kadar, dün gibi çekip gitme. Bırak da dolanayım ayaklarına, kum gibi ezip geçme. Sonbahar damlardı damlarımıza, biz seninle sararırdık. Sonbahar damlardı damlarımıza, biz seninle sararırdık. Aydınlansın diye şu kirli yüzle, biz durmadan savaşırdık. Aydınlansın diye şu kirli yüzle, biz durmadan savaşırdık. Acımasız olma şimdi bu kadar, dün gibi çekip gitme. Bırak da dolanayım ayaklarına, kum gibi ezip geçme. Acımasız olma şimdi bu kadar, dün gibi çekip gitme. Bırak da dolanayım ayaklarına, kum gibi ezip geçme. Thank you. yaracağım. Güneş topla benim için. Haber ilet dört yaracağım. Güneş topla benim için. Umutların arasında, kirpiklerin karasında, umutların arasında, kirpiklerin karasında, döşte bıçak yarasından can, güneş topla benim için. Döşte bıçak yarasından can, güneş topla benim için. Seher yeli yar gözünden, havadaki kuş izinden. Seher yeli yar gözünden, havadaki kuş izinden. Geceleyin gökyüzünden canım, güneş topla benim için. Geceleyin gökyüzünden canım, güneş topla benim için. Güneş topla benim için. Güneş topla benim için. Güneş topla benim için. Thank you very much. Bugün dost yaralanmış, yine gönlüm hoş değil. Bugün dost yaralanmış, yine gönlüm hoş değil. Her yanı parelenmiş, her yanı parelenmiş, yine gönlüm hoş değil. Her yanı parelenmiş, her yanı parelenmiş, yine gönlüm hoş değil. Dost hasreti zor imiş, her dem ahuzar imiş. Dost hasreti zor imiş, her dem ahuzar imiş. Dert adamı yerimiş, yine gönlüm hoş değil. Dert adamı yerimiş, yine gönlüm hoş değil. Akar suyum yansam da, kül olup savrulsam da. Akar suyum yansam da, kül olup savrulsam da. Bazı gülsen de, yine gönlüm hoş değil. Bazı gülsem de, yine gönlüm hoş değil. Thank you very much. Gönül çalamazsan aşkın sazını, aşkın sazını. Gönül çalamazsan aşkın sazını, ne perdeye dokun, ne teli incit. Eğer çekemezsen gülün nazını, ne dikene dokun canım, ne gülü incit, ne gül incit. Eğer çekemezsen gülün nazını, ne dikene dokun canım, ne gülü incit, ne gül incit. Dinle ki bülbülü gelesin coşa, gelesin coşa. Dinle ki bülbülü gelesin coşa. Karganın namesi gider mi hoşa? Meyvesiz ağacı sallama boşa. Ne yaprağını dök canım, ne dalı incit, ne dalı incit. Meyvesiz ağacı sallama boşa. Ne yaprağını dök canım, ne dalı incit, ne dalı incit. Bekle dost kapısın, sadık dost isen, sadık dost isen. Bekle dost kapısın, sadık dost isen. Gönüller tamir et, ehli dil isen. Sevda sahrasında Mecnun değilsen. Ne Leyla'yı çağır canım, ne çölü incit, ne çölü incit. Sevda sahrasında Mecnun değilsen. Ne Leyla'yı çağır canım, ne çölü incit, ne çölü incit. Thank you very much. I will sing my last song for tonight, and this will be about the peace which we need very much these days, and also stopping the wars and making the peace in the world. It gives very good messages, so I wanted to share with you as well. Dostluklar kurulsun, insanlar gülsün, barış güvercini uçsun dünyada. Yok olsun kötülük, düşmanlık ölsün, barış güvercini uçsun dünyada. Dostluklar kurulsun, insanlar gülsün, son bulsun savaşlar, insan ölmesin. Dostluklar kurulsun, insanlar gülsün, son bulsun savaşlar, kimse ölmesin. Dünya cennet olsun, yaşasın insan. Gelin barışalım, dökülmesin kan. Son bulsun savaşlar, kesilsin figan. Barış güvercini uçsun dünyaya. Dostluklar kurulsun, insanlar gülsün, son bulsun savaşlar, insan ölmesin. Dostluklar kurulsun, insanlar gülsün, son bulsun savaşlar, kimse ölmesin. İnsancıl insanlar barıştan yana, ancak zalim olan kıyar insana. Barış aşkı yayılmalı cihana, barış güvercini uçsun dünyada. Dostluklar kurulsun, insanlar gülsün, son bulsun savaşlar, insan ölmesin. Dostluklar kurulsun, insanlar gülsün, son bulsun savaşlar, kimse ölmesin. Nesimi der ki ey füze yapanlar, acımasız zalim cana kıyanlar, bırak ey yaşasın bütün insanlar, barış güvercini uçsun dünyada. Dostluklar kurulsun, insanlar gülsün, son bulsun savaşlar, insan ölmesin. Dostluklar kurulsun, insanlar gülsün, son bulsun savaşlar, kimse ölmesin. Thank you very much. Thank you. So that was all from me. Once again, thank you for coming tonight and enjoy the rest of the evening.
Welcome, beautiful people. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for coming. You can't imagine how happy we are to see you here, because it's a really, really very meaningful night, very meaningful evening. And for us to plan your evening for Žižkovšiška today here is a big thing. Again, a first clap and a big clap goes to you. Thank you. I was asked to make a very small speech because I am from the area. Actually, I don't know really if there is anything else to say. I think you had been exposed to too many videos, too many speech, and too many realities recently about that event. I don't think really there is anything left to say. But what I can say, again, I think I will just repeat myself. No matter who we are, where we are, what is our financial status and what we are facing. Like nowadays we have many, unfortunately, difficulties in many different regions and in all around the globe. Just really please do what you can do. Doesn't matter, like there is no small and there is no lot or there is no less. I'm sure it will make you feel better. It's proven, and I'm sure it will make people around you happier. So why not to make things more meaningful in this really very simple life? It's not an advice, it's just, let's say, phrase. Thank you for coming here. And I don't know if I should say anything in Turkish, Sindre, because I know this is streamed live right now. I will just speak a little in Turkish. I'm sorry for English speakers. İyi akşamlar Samandağ. Çok heyecanlıyım ve çok duygulu bir akşam benim için. İyi akşamlar Hatay aslında. Hiçbir zaman unutmayacağız bu olanları. Bugün bu akşam herkes için, sizler için burada herkes. Sanırım biraz kitlendim ve düğümlendim. Söyleyebilecek çok fazla bir şey bulamıyorum. Şu ellerim arkada kilitli. Kusuruma bakmayın ne olur ama sizi seviyoruz. Destek vermeye çalışıyoruz. Umuyoruz yaraları birlikte saracağız. İyi eğlenceler şimdiden. Umarım müziğimizi beğenirsiniz.
Sudayım, yolumun üstü engerek. Bir garip akşamdayım, sırtımı gözler tüfek. Ben senin sokağına ulaşamam, dardayım. O masum gözlerine bakamam, firardayım. Oysa ben bu gece yüreğim elimde, sana bir sırrımı söyleyecektim. Şu mermi içimi delmeseydi eğer, seni alıp götürecektim. Beni vur, beni onlara verme. Külüm al, uzak yollara savur. Dağılsın dağlara, dağılsın sevdamız, ama sen ağlama dur. Beni vur, beni onlara verme. Külüm al, uzak yollara savur. Dağılsın dağlara, dağılsın sevdamız, ama sen ağlama dur. Sudayım, yolumun üstü engerek. Bir garip akşamdayım, sırtımı gözler tüfek. Ben senin sokağına ulaşamam, dardayım. O masum gözlerine bakamam, firardayım. Oysa ben bu gece yüreğim elimde, sana bir sırrımı söyleyecektim. savur. Dağılsın dağlara dağılsın sevdamız ama sen ağlama dur. Beni vur, beni onlara verme. Külüm al, uzak yollara savur. Dağılsın dağlara dağılsın sevdamız ama sen ağlama dur.
I'm really shaking. I'm so sorry if it reflects my voice, but hope you are enjoying it.
Of course.
Okay, I have to say that in Turkish. Arkadaşlar bu şarkıda hafiften İbrahim Tatlıses'e kayabilirim. Olursa çaktırmayın, go with the flow. Birlikte söyleriz.
Seni gördüğüm zaman dilim neden tutulur? Seni gördüğüm zaman güller elimde kurur. Seni gördüğüm zaman hayat sanki son bulur. Gözlerine bakınca dünyalar benim olur. Susma gönlüm sen söyle. Haydi gönlüm sen söyle. Aşkımı sevgiliye, derdimi sevgiliye.
Şimdi hep beraber.
Haydi söyle onu nasıl sevdiğini. Haydi söyle rüyalarda gördüğünü. Haydi söyle uykusuz gecelerimi. Haydi söyle. Haydi söyle onu nasıl sevdiğimi. Haydi söyle rüyalarda gördüğümü. Haydi söyle uykusuz gecelerimi. Haydi söyle. Seni gördüğüm zaman beni bir ateş sarar. Seni gördüğüm zaman yanar yüreğim yanar. Seni gördüğüm zaman canlanır tüm anılar. Seni gördüğüm zaman durur bütün zamanlar. Susma gönlüm sen söyle. Haydi gönlüm sen söyle. Aşkımı sevgiliye, derdimi sevgiliye.
Sizde.
Haydi söyle onu nasıl sevdiğimi. Haydi söyle rüyalarda gördüğümü. Haydi söyle uykusuz gecelerimi. Haydi söyle.
Once more. Bir daha hadi.
Haydi söyle onu nasıl sevdiğimi. Haydi söyle rüyalarda gördüğümü. Haydi söyle uykusuz gecelerimi. Haydi söyle. yak, kendini yak, her şeyi yak. Bir kıvılcım yeter, ben hazırım bak. İster öp okşa, istersen öldür. Aşk için ölmeli aşk, o zaman aşk. Aşk için ölmeli aşk, o zaman aşk. Seni içime çektim bir nefeste. Yüreğim tutuklu, göğsüm kafeste. Yanacağız ikimiz de ateşte. Bir kıvılcım yeter, hazırım bak. Aşk için ölmeli aşk, o zaman aşk. Allah'ım, Allah'ım, ateşlere yürüyorum. Allah'ım, acı ile, aşk ile büyüyorum. Beni yor hasretinle, sevginle yor. Sevgisizlik ayrılıktan daha zor. Dilediğin kadar acıt canımı. Varlığında yokluğunda yetmiyor. Varlığında yokluğunda yetmiyor. Allah'ım, Allah'ım, ateşlere yürüyorum. Allah'ım, acı ile, aşk ile büyüyorum. Beni yak, kendini yak, her şeyi yak. Bir kıvılcım yeter, ben hazırım bak. İster öp okşa, istersen öldür. Aşk için ölmeli aşk, o zaman aşk. Aşk için ölmeli aşk, o zaman aşk.
Are we enjoying the Turkish music? Nice, I'm so happy. I see the engagement there. Actually, I had performed before, but you know what I used to do? I used to sing only one song and then, go just home. Now I'm singing more than one, and I already feel that maybe I need to leave the stage. So, so it's a bit different, let's say, schedule for me. But I'm really happy that you're enjoying. Hatay'dakiler de umarım beğeniyordur. Öyle diyelim. Okay, let's continue. Before my eyes, a curiosity, dust in the wind. All there is dust in the wind. Same old song. La la la la la la la la la. All we do crumbles to the ground, though we refuse to see the
dust in the wind. Slips away, and all your money wants another minute by. Dust in the wind, all we are is dust in the wind. Dust in the wind, everything is dust in the wind.
Yes, yes. Giriyor muyum? Ben mi gireyim?
Yok canım, ne olacak? Bir dakika. Sorry.
When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. As long as if you stand by me. Oh, darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. If the sky that we look upon would crumble and fall, la la la la la la la la la, to the sea. Thank you. I won't cry, I won't cry, no, I won't shed a tear. Just no song if you stand by me. Stand by me, oh, stand by me, oh, stand now. Stand by me, stand by me. Oh, darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me, stand by me.
Son şarkı. This is our last song. Thank you very much again for coming. Go for last song. Eller havaya.
Bize neler neler öğrettiler sevdalar üstüne. Aldatıldık, aldatıldık eğilerek son, kimimiz zor ayakta. Kol kanadı kırık kuşlar gibiyiz ayrı diyarlarda, bize saadet nasip şimdi uçuk rüyalarda. Kolu kanadı kırık kuşlar gibiyiz ayrı diyarlarda, bize saadet nasip şimdi uçuk rüyalarda. Bize neler neler öğrettiler sevdalar üstüne. Aldatıldık, aldatıldık, sevda böyle değil. Ne masallar ninniler söylediler dünya üstüne. Aldatıldık, aldatıldık, dünya böyle değil. Ufalana ufalana kaç kuşak eridik bu yollarda, kimimiz yerle ekson, kimimiz zor ayakta. Ufalana ufalana kaç kuşak eridik bu yollarda, kimimiz yerle ekson, kimimiz zor ayakta. Kolu kanadı kırık kuşlar gibiyiz ayrı diyarlarda, bize saadet nasip şimdi uçuk rüyalarda. Kolu kanadı kırık kuşlar gibiyiz ayrı diyarlarda, bize saadet nasip şimdi uçuk rüyalarda. Thank you.
So Melis Gündüz on guitar here today with me. Big thank you. And again, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed it. Enjoy the rest of the night. We will leave the stage for a band who called Most Nost, I guess. So first there is a call with Asude, yes. And then you will enjoy the band with Most Nost, right? Okay, thank you.
Hi guys, I hope you can hear us. So we are here with Cansel, who is one of the coordinators at the Earthquake Association. Kaç kelime söylemek ister misin?
Merhabalar öncelikle. Hatay'ın Samandağ ilçesinden bağlanıyoruz. Hepinize dayanışmanız için çok çok teşekkür ediyoruz.
We're coming from Samandağ in Hatay, and we're thanking you all for your solidarity.
Depremin üzerinden 2 yıl geçti. Çok büyük acılar, çok büyük yıkımlar yaşadık. Hayat her zamankinden çok çok çok zor. Burada her gün bir mücadele. Ama bizi ayakta tutan şey hatırlanmak. Bu açıdan baktığınızda bugün sizin bizimle dayanışmanız, bizi hatırlamanız bizim için gerçekten ayakta kalmak için bir destek, önemli bir dayanışma.
It's been 2 years since the earthquake, and it has been harder than ever. But the most important thing is to be remembered, to be kept in mind, and just the fact that you guys are here right now, standing in solidarity with us, is the most important source of strength right now.
2 yıldır yürüttüğümüz çalışmaları yapan bütün herkes sizin gibi, bizim gibi sıradan insanlar, buradaki gönüllüler, gençler. Şu anda Samandağ'da bir toplum merkezi kurduk. Şu anda oradayız. Burası gençlerin, kadınların, çocukların, bütün dezavantajlı grupların kendini rahat hissedebildiği, kendini iyileştirebildiği bir alan. Buranın varlığı sizin gibi, bizim gibi dayanışmadan yana olan insanların kurduğu bir yer. Buranın devamlılığı da bu dayanışmaya bağlı. Çünkü sivillerin, bizim gibi işte insanların kurduğu bir yer ve buranın devam etmesi için tek kaynak dayanışma. Bu açıdan sizlerin bu dayanışması gerçekten onlarca, yüzlerce insana değecek bir iş. Asude bugün bizimle burada. bizim ortak alan, yani yaşam alanlarımızı renklendiriyor, güzelleştiriyor. Bize her anlamda moral oluyor. Günlük hayatımızda bize çok destek oluyor. Sizinle aramızda köprü oluyor. Bu gerçekten bizim için çok anlamlı. Hatırlanmak, unutulmamak çok kıymetli.
It is people like you and us that has been helping for the past 2 years. It's everyday people that have been doing what they can to continue this cause. And right now we're in the public space in Samandağ that the Earthquake Association has been building, and it is here to support the most vulnerable groups of people, the youth, the women, the elderly, and it is the solidarity, it is the people like you who know solidarity that keep us going. And she says a couple things about me, supporting, which is, I do what I can. But it is just the simple fact that people come and people think of them and keep them in mind, that keep them going. And if I may not have been able to hold on to everything that she said right now, but I think the basis of it is that it is the people who know solidarity who keep the area in their mind, the cause in their mind, that keep this going. And whatever is done with the love and the passion of everyday people, you know. So I think.
Son bir cümle söylemek istiyorum.
Lütfen.
Yani ne yapabilirim diye düşünenler varsa aranızda, ki sanıyorum ki var. Buraya gelin. Burada bir kahvemizi için. Yani ne yapabiliyorsanız burada yapacak bir yer var mutlaka. Çok ihtiyaç var. Ama hiçbir şey yapmayacaksanız bir de gelip bir kahve içmeniz bile buradaki insanlara iyi gelecektir. Hepinizi de burada görmek isteriz.
If you're thinking of what you can do, you can come and have a coffee with us. There's space for anything to be done here. Whatever you can do, there is a need for it. And even if you feel like you can't do anything, just a simple fact that you come and have a coffee with us is more than enough. And thanks again. Thank you, and from me as well. Thank you for supporting. Thank you guys. You guys are amazing. So much love, so much everything. I hope you take care. We are very happy to be here with you guys. Ciao, everybody.
So thank you so much to Asude and the Solidarity Space in Samandağ, and to Cansel and to her speech and for the work that they're doing. Thank you to being here. I remember someone asked at the Q&A session how the situation looks. So maybe that clarifies that connection to Hatay, clarify that a bit for you. And now, I also want to emphasize the fact that if you still have the means and you would like to support the cause, you can also make an additional donation on the top of the ticket. It's available also through QR code that is on the bar. And good news that we will have a
Hello, good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming to this lovely event, and thank you for the organizers for making this cool event really meaningful. We are the only non-Turkish performers today, I think, but I'm from the neighborhood. I've been living on the same tectonic plates, you know, so it's kind of miracle that this didn't happen in where I'm from, in Israel. So yeah, it could have been us in any way. So I'm happy to be playing here and help support this cause. We are Most Nost, and we hope you will enjoy the show. Thank you very much. David Schindler on keyboard. Up and out. I'm making them wait. I'm first introducing you, and slowly they'll discover your names. Thank you very much. Mederik Medovnik for me on the bass. Deepest breath. He is starting again. our beloved Václav Hugo Pitule on the drums. Sindre. Thank you very much. We'll play one last song for you. Ha. Drill. Drill ha. Drill tronica. Drill tronica. Yeah, it's fucking loud. Thank you very, very much. Oh, you're so kind. You're so kind. Thank you very much. We are once again, shut up, I'm talking. Thank you. We are Most Nost, as I said. We're very happy to play here. We're very happy. This was really fun for us. If you'd like to follow us and support us, we have an Instagram, MOSTNOST, Most Nost. We have an upcoming show on March 7th in Club Warszava. It'll be really nice. We'll hope to see you there. And yeah, thank you very much and enjoy the evening. I believe it's going to be a jam now, according to the schedule. So yeah, thank you so much tonight. Thank you for Heide for organizing this. Thank you, Gordon, for hosting this lovely evening. Ilya for the sound, all the bar staff. And all of you guys. And I'm Maor, by the way. I think I'm the only one I didn't say my name. So thank you very much. And I hope you all have a lovely evening.
What to do? I twist and turn and I scream and shout. I don't know what to do. I gotta find a way to get through each day. I gotta find a way to get through each day. I gotta figure out a system to get through the system. Each and every day, I gotta figure out a system to get through the system. I say, my boss tells me what to do at work. I don't know what to say, that fucking guy is a jerk. I got too many things on my plate. I don't know what to say, I just hate. I got too many things on my plate. I say, too many things on my plate. I gotta figure out a system to get through the system. I gotta figure out a system to get through the system. Every day. Try to get to a place, I need Google Maps. I can't find anything, I'm out of my fucking face. I have no idea where to go, but I need a system. This much I know, I gotta get a system to get me through the system. Oh, I gotta get a system to get me through the system. Ooh. I find myself up all night, drinking, that's right, doing things that are not good for me, but I find myself at 6 a.m. wondering, how did I get here? How much sleep do I need? I need a system to get me through the a system of life, I need a system, some kind of plan. Maybe boxes on a fridge you tick off every day, so you know you're the man. I need a system to get me through the system. Oh, I need a system to get me through the system of life every night. Apparently, people do taxes, but I don't. You get someone to pay you to do that. It's a joke. I find every time it's confusing to get inside my mind and know what it is to be an adult, and I find I cannot live like you. All I see is a figment of you in my dreams. I have no idea how to control this, but I'll try to do it. There's only one thing I can think of to help me get through it. I need a system to help me get through the system. Oh, I need a system to help me get through the system of life. Thank you. particular kind of taste. Not everyone likes to be in the place that I find myself in every night. But that's okay, I never put up a fight. Nobody knows what it is to be me. Everyone knows that it's glee. I forgot the line. God damn it, every time. Nobody knows what it means to be me. Come tell me. I need it right now. One second. My jokes don't always work. Sometimes at work they think I'm a jerk. Sometimes they don't know what I wanna say. Each and every day, each and every day, each and every day. Not everybody's for everybody, I must say. Sometimes what you say don't make sense. Sometimes you had a little too much incense inside your nose holes when you're smelling it, and it fucks up your words when you're saying words and you're telling it. And I say today, not everybody's for everybody, I say. I rub people wrong. Sometimes when I sing a song, it don't always make sense. Sometimes I make friends. Other times it goes south. Other times it's 'cause of my mouth. So I gotta say each and every day, not everybody is for everybody. Not everybody is for everybody. So fall in line if you like my rhyme. If you want to come dance with me in time, we can groove all night with our dancing shoes and it's gonna feel just right. But if I'm not the flavor for you, tell me you're allergic to. Spit it out of your mouth and say fuck you. 'Cause not everybody is for everybody. Today. So if you find I obsess with you, you're blessed. If you find I repulse you, walk away, it's okay too. If you find you don't like me, that's alright, I won't fight thee. If you find you don't like me, walk away, I'm not gonna fight thee. Because not everybody's for everybody. Buddy.
Yeah, but colonization. It's